James Dyson had a real problem with vacuum cleaners. Back in the 20th century, a household vacuum cleaner worked by rolling over the carpet, grabbing dust with brushes attached to a cylindrical mechanism, and then sucking up that dust and storing it in a bag that was connected to a pipe. When the bag filled up, you had to take it out and replace it with a new one. In many ways, it seems crude, especially when you consider that we will soon have self-driving cars on the road. Dyson absolutely loathed changing out the vacuum cleaner bags. He assumed, quite correctly, that other people hated it too. It was a filthy business. Dust got everywhere, and often it left matters just as messy as when he'd started. He decided he was going to try to find a way to create a bagless vacuum cleaner. The big issue, of course, was how this cleaner would dispose of the dust. For a while, Dyson didn't have any ideas. One day, Dyson was at an industrial sawmill. He noticed that it was relatively clean for a sawmill. He discovered that there were a couple of large cones that not only collected the sawdust, but removed it from the air. These machines were called cyclonic separators. Dyson thought this principle could be adapted to work in household vacuum cleaners, so he fashioned a crude cyclone model out of cardboard and Scotch tape, connected it to his normal vacuum cleaner, and went about sweeping the home. He found that it worked extremely well. He went to work building prototypes and trying to line up financing. After 15 years of trial and error, Dyson's Cyclone Power totally bagless vacuum cleaner hit the market. Eventually, it became a tremendous success. Now the vacuum cleaner bag is nearly extinct, and no house cleaner ever has to live with getting lint all over his or her hands. Dyson solved his bag problem by assessing a situation, coming up with a theory, being curious about other industries, experimenting on his own, and finally producing the ultimate solution. He probably didn't realize it at the time, but in finding a workable answer for bag-free vacuuming, Dyson was emulating a few of the most well-known creative problem-solving principles, ones that Leonardo da Vinci used to great effect. To be clear, this isn't a book about Da Vinci's life, but he just so happens to be the archetype for creativity and out-of-the-box thinking for so many of us that he's a fantastic role model to analyze. It's from following his lead and mindsets that we can start to become more creative in our own ways.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.